everyone, now we are going to start next topic on current affairs. So it will be session for half an hour. So this is start now. Here is the sorry. So in morning we discussed. Now we are going to geography and place in news. Cyclone Jawad. So Indian Meteorological Department noted that a well-marked low-pressure area currently lies over the southeast west Bay of Bengal. It is expected to move west, north, western, and intensify into the depression. The depression will then move northward and turn into cyclonic storm, central part of Bay of Bengal, and this cyclonic storm known as Cyclone Jawad is expected to reach the coast of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha on December 4. So tropical cyclone are violent storms that originate over ocean in tropical area and move over to coastal area, bringing about large-scale destruction caused by violent wind, very heavy rainfall, and storm surge. A cyclone consists of a low-pressure area with high pressure all round around. So tropical cyclone are generated in regions of near zero horizontal temperature gradient. Tropical cyclone require very low value of tropospheric vertical shear in order to form and grow. They have large diameters. Over the year, India's ability to track the formation of cyclones has improved, and radar network. There's network 21 Doppler weather radar in the country. Depending on where a storm is forming, these radars sends pulses of radio waves. Real-time framework. The earlier generate of radar was unable to track such progress in time, so it is usually possible to detect the potential storm. International collaboration like IMD with US National Hurricane Center, US Central Pacific Hurricane Center, they are collaborating, and technology and supplements for the radar provided to the change in the ocean surface temperature dedicated to meteorological satellites. Loktak Inland Waterways Project. It is the Loktak Inland Water Project. Ministry of Port and Ship Waterway and Ayush inspected the inland waterway of India. So iconic Loktak Lake, floating national park, largest freshwater tank, Morang in Manipur, largest water body in Asia, beauty, greenery, marine life. Fumdis floating over it. Fumdis are series of floating islands entangled to vegetation, organic debris, biomass with soil exclusive to Loktak, Manipur. Wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. So more cyclone in Arabian Sea. The frequency of very severe cyclonic storm have increased in recent years. However, this has not measurably increased the threat to India's western coast, as most of these cyclones making landfall in Oman and Yemen. A very severe cyclone is defined as one which wind speed turning to 20 km per hour. It is the fourth highest category cyclone. The eastern coast remained far more vulnerable. Extremely severe cyclone on the average 60 to 80% cyclone developing North Indian Ocean comprising Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, and low-lying coastal belt of West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. So 60 to 80% was Northeastern Ocean comprising Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. Okay, now Typhoon Ray. Super Typhoon Ray has hit the Philippines, and Typhoon ahead Hurricane are two of regionally specific name. Tropical cyclone are rotating organized system of cloud and thunderstorm that originate over tropical and subtropical water. What a tropical cyclone gets called is determined by the oceanus forms over and how severe it becomes. In North Atlantic, Central North Pacific, and Eastern North Pacific, tropical cyclone are called hurricanes. And Northwest Pacific. So Hong Kong Observatory had divided typhoon into three different classical typhoons: severe typhoon and super typhoon. A typhoon has wind speed 118 to 149 km per hour. Okay, so it is the typhoon into three different classical typhoon, severe typhoon and super typhoon. What a tropical cyclones called is determined by the oceanus form over and how severe it's become. North Atlantic, Central, North Pacific and Eastern North Pacific tropical cyclone are called the hurricane. So tropical cyclone are rotating and cloud thunderstorm is there, and subtropical water close, low level circulation is also there. Okay, Samundrayan project. It is deep ocean mission, deep ocean exploration of mining rare mineral, National Institute of Ocean Technology (NIOT) under the Ministry of Earth Science. So, personal spare of 2.1 diameter to use as crew module. Water depth has been developed using steel, and one titanium alloy personal spare for manned submersible system. Vessel Sagar Nidhi is also in Bay of Bengal. So, Kala Namak rice. Production of Kala Namak rice increased significantly. Presently, Kala Namak rice is being exported to countries like Singapore, Nepal. One of the finest quality in Nepal and India, Kala Namak rice has been granted geographical indication. Kala means black and Namak means salt. This variety has been cultivated since Buddhist period, popular in Himalaya, Tarai, Nepal. Kapilvastu and Uttar Pradesh. It was a featured book, especially Rice of the World, by Food and Agriculture Organization, rich in micronutrient, iron and zinc. Kala Namak rice prevent Alzheimer disease, 11% protein, double of common rice variety, and have critical micronutrients also. Chile Kalan, it's Kashmiri, deep fresh 14 days harvest, pale winter. Chile Kalan is Persian word, and it is local name given 40 day before. And December, Chile Kalan is followed by 20-day long Chile Khurd, Chile Bacha. It's baby cold. Impact of Chile Kalan daily life on Kashmir. National Mission on Edible Oil Palm. The National Mission Edible Oil Palm has been launched with the aim to augment the availability of edible oil in country by harnessing area expansion, increasing crude palm oil production to ensure self-sufficiency, to reduce import dependency 60% to 45%, increasing domestic edible oil production. Farmer will get all needed facilities. Along the promoting the cultivation of oil palm, this mission will be also expand the cultivation of over other traditional oilseed crop. India's largest consumer of vegetable oil and India palm oil import are almost 60%. Recently, India dependence on expensive import have driven oil prices to new height. Oil palm is used in food product, especially cooking. Palm oil is extremely important for edible oil economy. The oil is used in food manufacturing as beauty product, biofuel. Palm oil accounted 33% of global oil, and India, China and European Union recommended for oil palm cultivation. Paika rebellion in Odisha. Government has clarified that 1817 Paika rebellion of Odisha could not be called the first war of independence, but can be considered beginning of popular uprising against British and will included as case study in NCRT. The Culture Ministry received a reference from Odisha Chief Minister asking the Paika rebellion be declared first war of independence. The ministry said matter was examined consultation Indian Council of Historical Research under the Union Education Ministry, and according to comments by the Indian Council of Historical Research, the Paika rebellion could not be called first war of independence. However, from the historical point of view, it can be said Paika rebellion, which was set off, continue until set example. So Paika class of military retainer had been recruited since 16th century in return for hereditary rent-free land title. Advent of British establishment, Paika losing their estate mostly to Bengali absentee landlords. British changed the currency system demanding revenue payment in rupees, and British control over salt, which had but extended to coastal Odisha. Bakshi Jagannath Guru, Jagannath Bandhu, Mohapotra, Barambar Raj, highest ranking military general. Paika fought bloody battle at several places. Colonial army gradually crushed the revolt. Bakshi Jagannath Guru finally surrendered. Mahaparinirvana Divas, observed on the 6th December, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, popularly known as Baba Sahib Ambedkar, was an Indian jurist, economist, politician, social reformer, and Dalit Buddhist movement campaign against social discrimination and untouchables. He was independent India's first law and justice minister, principal architect of Constitution of India. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jayanti of first President of India. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first President of India, a supporter of Mahatma Gandhi. Prasad was imprisoned by British authority. Salt Satyagraha, Quit India movement. In his speech, Constitution was adopted. Dr. Rajendra Prasad rightly noted that the successful working of democratic institution, willingness to respect the view, capacity, compromise, and accommodation. So, Constitution as done by convention. Let me hope that we shall show those capabilities. Chandra Cheda Mangalam Handloom. Its serious shortage of yarn and dyes and plummeting sales have pushed the popular Cheda Mangalam Handloom Weaver Cooperative Society in Ernakulam district around 1,000 weavers. There are four main centers for weaving the traditional handloom of Kerala: Balarampuram and Chendamangalam, Kuthampulli, Kannur, Kasargod. Like in other parts of Kerala, weaver Chandamangalam were under official patronage of the feudal family. In terms of actual process, Chedamangalam textile are woven on frame looms and texture is slightly heavier than similar fabric from Balarampuram. Geographical indication for Chenda Mangalam, Dhoti, Sadi and Mundu is there. Jyotirlingam Temple of Maharashtra, Trambakeshwar, Nasik is also one of the place. Sinhastha Fair, Nagara style of architecture. Bhima Shankar, ancient Shiva temple in Sahyadri mountain in Maharashtra. Greeneshwar Jyotirlinga, constructed Queen Abhiyadai Holkar and Purana literature. Nagra style Shikhra, Nandi is the bliss of eyes. Onda Nath is Hingoli district, Maharashtra. And finest Jyotirlinga, Pandava temple of Nath built Hemad Panthi style of architecture. And Parali Vajinath is Rani called the Vidyanath temple, that is temple approximately at height 75% ground level, Rani Ahilya Devi Holkar. Durga Puja is UNESCO safeguarding the intangible culture of its Durga Puja, and this is first festival in Asia to achieve recognition of UNESCO humanity. Durga Puja is an annual Hindu festival originated in Indian subcontinent. It is also celebrated because of Durga. It's observed in the Indian calendar, and it is the annual list which focus on those form of performing arts and outstanding values. And intangible cultural heritage was adopted, and intangible cultural heritage inscribed UNESCO representative list. Ministry of Culture launched the draft national list of intangible culture. The Chalcolithic culture of Central India. So, in a situation on the left bank of Veena River, surrounded by the three sides, the recent excavation site unearthed variety of antiquities, including the copper coin, iron, terracotta. The occurrence few specimens of plain, the use of iron, and the excavation of Tevar is located at Jabalpur district. So ASI Tevar at two locations. This excavation, natural soil and revealed fold of cultural sequence. And okay, Operation Vijay, it is the Goa Liberation Day is celebrated. Goa was liberated from Portuguese. So Goa was a Portuguese colony, and Goa was taken over by the Portuguese from the Maratha, and conflict ended peace treaty between the Portuguese and Maratha Empire. Goa also participated in Satyagraha. After India got independent, Portuguese refused to give their hold or Goa. The Indian government under Jawaharlal Nehru adopted Operation Vijay to free the Portuguese colony. The Portuguese surrendered, and the coastal state required liberation, and the Goa was annexed into the Indian Union and became the Union Territory of India. Goa continued to be the Union Territory in 1987 statehood. 150 birth anniversary of Shri Aurobindo. The Prime Minister chaired first high-level committee commemorate the 150 birth anniversary of Shri Aurobindo. The committee was Prime Minister said that two aspects: Shri Aurobindo philosophy of revolution and evolution, and the commemorate the celebration of Shri Aurobindo. So Shri Aurobindo was Indian philosopher, yoga guru, Maheshi, poet, Indian nationalist. He was also a journalist editing newspaper Bande Mataram. He joined the Indian movement of independence from British colonial rule. At Pondicherry, Shri Aurobindo developed a spiritual practice called integral yoga. Sahitya Akademi was the literary work. Literary critics Nagabhushan has been awarded Kendra Sahitya Akademi Award. An award is presented to the most outstanding books of literary merits. And 24 major Indian language recognized the Akademi. Sahitya Akademi Award is second highest literary award. Is from engraved copper plaque and cash prize 1 lakh. An Indian filmmaker Satyajit Ray is designer of this award. Okay, now it was totally we discussed. Now we are going to discuss about science and technology. So delay in army offloading model. So army ambitious modernization of army based workforce. Government owned contract operation GOCO model is delayed. So original timeline for implementing the system lapsed. Comptroller and auditor it is tabled in the parliament. GOCO model asset owned by government will be operated by the private industry. GOCO model the private company need not make investment, land, machinery, other support. GOCO model one of the recognition of Shatetkar committee. Army based workshop carry out repair and overall weapons, vehicle and equipment of army workshop as a well free army personnel. So the maintenance of GOCO model is fought with risk operation challenge managing the existing manpower and civilian manpower, and these issues are lying address the implementation of GOCO model and the Ministry of Defense formulate a strategy to mitigate all risks including the development manpower relating to GOCO implementation. India ITU joint cyber drill. Department of Telecommunication International Telecommunication Union. It is a 4-day virtual event starting from 13 November. This cyber drill is intended for India entitled Especially Critical Network Infrastructure. Several experts from ITU, United States Drugs and Crimes, Interpol, National Security Council, Indian Computer in Emergency Team, certain eminent organizations participated in the session and participated from critical sector namely power, insurance and finance, cert in and academia. So India has secured 10th rank. Jaicoat D vaccine. India government has asked 7 states to identify a high priority district. Bihar, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Punjab, West Bengal will identify the district with a high number of people. And Har Ghar Dastak nationwide COVID-19 vaccination campaign has resulted in 5.9 dose coverage. So Jaicoat D is the COVID-19 vaccine developed by Ahmedabad-based Zydus Cadila Group and is first vaccine in India that can administer to adult as well as a dose of above. It is also only DNA-based vaccine world and can be administered without a needle, minimizing chance of reaction. The vaccine has been developed in partnership with Department of Biotechnology. Mission COVID Suraksha 3-dose vaccine once administered produce spike protein. So it is DNA platform is based can be easily adapted to deal with mutation virus. Covishield, Covaxin, Sputnik 5, Moderna. S-400 troop missile system. It is the delivery from the Russia potent system, operationally capability to provide continuous effective air defense system. Induction of this air defense capability nation will be significantly enhanced. Triumph interceptor based missile system and possibility of sanction US under the countering America adversity CATSA, which would come up discussion of 2+2 ministerial dialogue, and countering American adversity act through Sanction Act objective to counter Iran, Russia and North Korea, and include sections against countries that engage in significant transaction with Russia. So S-400 TRIMP is mobile surface to air missile system, and it is can simultaneously all kind of aircraft missiles. So it is most dangerous and terminal high altitude area defense system. Third is there long range word. G as gene dropout. Omicron variant virus has been confirmed in India and it is the 30 other country. World Health Organization. Test usually look target genes related to part of virus and E. So the S gene refers to gene that codes for spike protein or the most distinctive part of coronavirus. Like coronavirus has protein region defined structure, the envelope protein, membrane protein and spike protein. So it is virus diagnostic test, identify characteristic of genes, and WHO has also recommended certain commonly used COVID-19 detection test is there for Omicron. Rice fortification is a WHO fortification is the process of increasing the content of an essential micronutrient such as vitamin or mineral is a food item to improve its nutritional value and provide public health benefits to minimum cost. It is minimum effect on taste and cooking property which at the same time adding multiple nutrient to cure multiple deficiency. It is also has minimum behavior change, and for example milk is often fortified vitamin D. Calcium may be added to fruit juice. Rice is the fifth item to get the government fortification. According to the norms, Food and Safety Organization, 1 kg of fortified rice must contain iron, folic acid, vitamin B. Usual milled rice is low in micronutrient content because of nutrient-rich superficial layer, and this make grain taste better and appealing. And iron, folic acid, and vitamin B, vitamin A, zinc. Malnutrition will be reduced. Child, according to the National Family Health Survey, largest burden on iron deficiency, anemia will reduce, and anemia in the women and pregnant women will be reduced, and hidden hunger also will be reduced. Therefore, the decision fortified rice was taken to address malnutrition and lack essential nutrient, especially among the poor children's. National Food Security Act. Okay, new food processing policy. It's a Indian economy, and it's constitute 9.9% to 11% in manufacturing and agriculture sector. So supply chain infrastructure, institutional gap, relatively low level of processing, technologically gap will reduce, lack of seamless linkage, credit availability. These are some problems in new processing policy. So what we want a draft national food processing policy where to promotion of cluster, convergence of service provided by different ministry, focus intervention for improving competitiveness, promotion of India unique selling proposition, strengthening unorganized sector, increase access to institutional credit, affordable cost, attaining a higher growth trajectory through significant increase in investment, strengthening supply chain infrastructure, improving competitiveness, research, development, branding, and strengthening India in food sector, attaining long-term sustainability growth, use of water, energy, adoption, eco-friendly technology, storage, packaging, and use of waste. So, WHO Omicron. WHO has said the Omicron coronavirus variant is most transmissible than the Delta strain. It also reduced vaccine efficiency but caused less severe symptoms. According to early data, faster transmission was noted in South Africa. So, Britain, and where Delta is dominant strain, it is variant of coronavirus detected in South Africa. The variant has been detected faster rates as previous surge in infection, suggesting variant. WHO also noted current PCR test better understood nation and to halt air travel market fell sharply. Successful test launch Sant missile. Defense Research and Development Organization Air Force fight tested indigenously designed and developed helicopter launch stand-off anti-tank missile equipped with state-of-art which provide high precision strike capability, safe distance. This is the series of indigenous standoff which can test recently bomb and smart anti-airfield weapon, strengthening the arsenal. The indigenous development configuration different application with advanced technology. Atmanirbhar Bharat in the defense is a Sant missile for DRDO and Air Force, indigenously designed developed helicopter launcher standoff anti-tank missile into Pokhran range. Successful launch of supersonic missile assistant torpedo system. DRDO developed a supersonic missile assistant torpedo system. The system is the next generation missile based standoff torpedo delivery system designed to enhance anti submarine warfare capability. Canister based missile system. The missile is launched from ground mobile launcher. It can cover a range of distance also. Armed Force Special Power Act. After a recent killing of Nagaland civilian 21 Commando Nagalanda, Mon district, is Chief Minister Nepali Rio is scraping of the Armed Force Special Power Act. It is the Parliamentary Act grant special power to Indian Armed Force and the state paramilitary force in area of large but disturbed area to maintain law and order. And Section 3 is Governor of the state issue official notification Gazette India. Then the central government has the authority to deploy armed forces. Special power to army officer in disturbed areas to shoot any individual who violates law or suspect to violate law. The only condition is that the officer has to give a warning before opening fire. Security forces can arrest anybody without a warrant, and once a person is taken into custody, to hand it over to the nearest police station and prosecution of officer violation of human rights. BP Jeevan Reddy committee was there, and Virappa Moily reports second administrative reform commission throughout the Assam and Nagaland, Manipur with exceptional only municipal area of Imphal. Okay, Omicron slow to infect the lung. Hong Kong study. According to the study by researcher from Faculty of Medicine at the University of Hong Kong, Omicron variant SARS-CoV-2 in the human body. The study may explain why it may transmit faster between pupil and previous variant. Omicron does not easily infect the lower lung, and this potentially explains why instead of severe disease is involved Omicron. So Omicron is 70 times higher than Delta variant, and contrast the Omicron variant replicate less sufficiently SARS-CoV-2 virus and immune response, which may lead to dysregulation of innate immune system. Covovax. The WHO state granted emergency approval to India manufacturing Covax. The vaccine is produced by Serum Institute of India, US-based Novavax. It will now be distributed as part of global vaccine sharing. Covax require 2 doses of refrigerator, and the Covax program is led to Vaccine Alliance, Gavi, WHO, Coalition of Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, CEPI, UNICEF, to ensure equitable distribution of COVID-19, to suppose to be largest vaccine procurement and supply operation. Program want to vaccinate roughly 20% of population and middle and lower income companies. Baby friendly hospital initiative. Breastfeeding Promotion Network India collaboration with the Association of Health Provider India. So accreditation program breastfeeding friendly. The program is called Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative. Chennai Bloom Healthcare has become the first hospital to be recognized breastfeeding friendly program. The initiative is only for private hospitals and based on Ministry of Health and Family Welfare MA program for government hospitals. And the certification process first stage includes self-assessment followed by external assessment. Early initiation breastfeeding 80%, now 41% infant and love. Mormagaon India Navy indigenous steel destroyer. Mormagaon Indian Navy Project 51B planned to be commissioned proceed on maiden sea short trip. So Mormagaon being built a Majgaon dock shipyard, and Mormagaon will be significantly to Indian Navy combat capability. And Vishakhapatnam, so it is the Mormagaon testimony to the indigenous shipbuilding. The Vishakhapatnam class destroyer simply 15B is class of guided missile and directed naval design. Missile Pralay is defense. DRDO successfully conducted flight indigenous development missile Pralay 150 to 500 kilometers solid propellant rocket. Uh, ASIGMA is the Indian Army launched the ASIGMA. ASIGMA stands for Army Secure Indigenous Messaging Application. It is state-of-art web-based application, and team officer corps signal the army being deployed. The army internal network and army wide area network application will fill the army on hardware. It is variety of contemporary features, multi-level security, message priority tracking. Siddha system of medicine. It is codified tradition of healthcare originated India subcontinent. Many intrinsic novel therapeutic intervention treatment. The fundamental principle largely relay of Pocham taste and three humor. It enjoys state patronage as part of officially recognized Ayush system and cater considerable proportion. Ministry of Ayush Siddha Day Agathiyar birthday. Magnetar science have found the first clue to understand violent short duration flare from a compact star rare category called Magnetar. So the compact star with the most intense magnetic field 130 have been spotted so far. Galaxies suffer violent eruption. Scientists have long been intrigued by such short intense bursts, transient X-ray pulse. So when massive star like supergiant star with the total mass among neutron stars stand out a small group with the most intense magnetic field, it is believed eruption of magna star may be due to instability in their magnetosphere or to kind of earthquake. Regardless trigger in the magnetosphere of a star, a type of wave will be created. Pavlovics. Recently, US pharma giant emergency use COVID-19 antiviral treatment is the faster way to treat COVID-19 infection, and it is the antiviral COVID-19 treatment. So Pavlovid can be used to treat adult with COVID-19 supplementary oxygen and boost increased risk of progressing to severe disease. So sign a voluntary license agreement. Production of distribution Pavlovics shall also be facilitated granting sub-license. World oldest family tree created using DNA. Scientists have compiled the world's oldest family tree from human bone. So Neolithic tomb or cairn north has two L-shaped chamber. The tomb date to be important period just after farming introduced Britain. DNA from tomb revealed the people buried and continuous generation of extended family most found in the tomb, and first generation women probably held a socially significant place. State Health Index. It is the NITI Aayog released the fourth edition of State Health Index, Health Related Progressive India, UT on year incremental performance. Objective is index is not just look at the state historical performance, but the index encourage the healthy competition, cross learning, and report aim to nudge state UT towards the building robust health system. So the state health index is annual tool to assess the performance of the state. Weightage composite index based on 24 indicators and health outcomes key input. Each domain has been assigned importance of higher score of outcomes, ensure comparison, similar ranking and categorization. Largest state among the largest state terms annual incremental performance. Okay, Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, and UT show best incremental performance, and smart stage are Mizoram, Meghalaya. Year of review, Ministry of Science and Technology. 2021 is unprecedented challenge of humankind. Department of Science and Technology Autonomous Institute geared themselves up to India deal with challenges. So there was a COVID-19 pandemic reach out word with STI solution, and both about the positive transformation is every sphere. India's rise to 46th position feature within top 50 innovative economy. Global Innovative Index under the National Supercomputer Mission, new for supercomputers, synthetic synergetic training program utilizing the scientific technological infrastructure. Stuti announced recently in Envision the boost the human resource capacity science and technology, promotion of anniversary research and science excellence. Purse was there. Curie was consolidated in University Research for Innovation Excellence, Women Universal Program, Gati, Gender Advancement for Transforming Institute Pilot Program, Community COVID Resilience Resource Center for better recovery, building science and technology innovation, point of care, cost effective, easy to perform diagnostic toolkit developed to detect salmonella, and through Northeast Center for Technology Application and Northeast saw the successful cultivation of saffron for first time. The Indian research community will soon be able to industry relevant research opportunities. Fund for industrial research engagement fire launched by Science and Engineering, marching towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, low cost technology. Atiko Pakka Toys Lakshmi Asu making the machine which revolutionized the weaving of Pochampally silk and reduced the derogatory sound. Department of Science and Technology is for the provide better method for treat autism, Alzheimer disease to better treatment of that neuron dysfunctions. It is technique to measure DNA modification, diagnosis of multiple disease. A National Heart Failure Biobank will be there, and climate parameter account 9 to 18% total infectious disease. Mineral dust, biomass burning, secondary sulfate, secondary nitrate. Pakistan polluted like Delhi, Thar Desert. Northwestern Central further south central founded new hotspot for intense heat wave. Half century highlighting need for developing effective heat. And researchers have also calculated economic impact of aerosol dust and clouds and ocean area increasing in past 4 decades. Okay, better disaster management, earthquake, Himabasti village, and seismic hazard map will be there. Himalaya and the Kamlang Nagar was Arunachal Pradesh, India widely distributed earthquake patterns, and Himalaya where the pattern is concentrated on Indus structure zone. So a much improved advanced oxidation process technology targeting zero discharge water management. A new technology using UV photocatalytic can treat municipal sewage and highly polluting industrial wastewater stream. Agricultural technology, mango sadabahar, which is support roots in cashew tree, self-pollinating apple varieties, composite paper made the carbon loaded preservation can be used, and waste management technology will be there. Novel high performance bioreactor system, sustainable treatment process, anaerobic digestions, and researcher developed technology to produce energy efficient walling material waste and alkali activated binder. New high methanation technology, integrated treatment, sewage and organic solid waste, generation biomass, biomanure can treat groundwater. A low-cost integrated composite technology which include the microbe-aided vermi stabilization, highly stable and non-toxic security ink from nanomaterial that spontaneous emit due to its unique chemical property. Scientists produced electron gas with ultra-high mobility, and India Astronomical Observatory, Ladakh, a faster method of predicting weather, identify type of solar radio burst, Callisto to do mystery of abundance lithium. So X-ray emission than normal equivalent to more than 10 trillion sun located. Okay. Algorithm that can increase the accuracy of data from exponent by reducing contamination of earth, and method understand the atmosphere, extrasolar planet, sun with magnetic field. Ministry of Earth Science is the Samundrayan mission is there. Samundrayan is the ambitious mission of deep ocean mission. So government is going for deep ocean mission under deep ocean, underwater mining system, deployment of ORV, Sagar Nidhi and seabed locomotion trial for undercarriage system, underwater mining system, Varaha 1, and undertaken distance 120 to 1270 depth. Two gliders were deployed Bay of Bengal to monitor the deep ocean physical biotechnological mission. Oxygen minimum zone. So this is the Earth mission for the portal is there, and metadata records of data collected and maintained under different programs. So it is accurate and timely predictable tropical cyclone and Gulab. So significant improvement in forecasting accuracy with respect to severe weather. Three Doppler weather radar is there, Mukteshwar, Uttarakhand and Kufri, Shimla. Atmospheric research is there for Shore district, Madhya Pradesh. Better understanding of process governing monsoon using state-of-art observations, wind profile and atmospheric research. Seabed Doppler weather radar was commissioned under the Lightning Location Network, and IITM has developed indigenous decision support system, data assimilation system, and implemented support also. High resolution rapid research model has been developed, and virtual center for artificial intelligence deep learning, Pune, in order to expand the domain through multidisciplinary program. And during the year several advisory possible coral bleaching, so comprising of the location of hotspot, degree heating week. The water quality has been deployed by National Center for Coastal Research and Coastal Water. So it is automated water quality with a sensor to monitor the variant water quality, productivity, coastal water. Under the resources exploration inventorization system, exclusive economic zone, and joint Omni-Rama Indian Ocean data portal, and meteorological and oceanographical data, strengthening the national seismological network and seismic micro-zonation work, geospatial geotechnical progress under the scientist deep drilling project, and seismic zone Koina Maharashtra, evidence of deep water percolation Koila seismic zone. And now under the national network project, submarine groundwater discharge, national earth science study estimated coastal catchment of coastal zone India, modeling technique, there's critical zones also. So scientific expedition to Antarctica, launched National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, and geological exploration of Antarctica. Second program involved the reconnaissance survey and preparatory work for drilling 500-meter Antarctica survey, and Norwegian Polar Institute helped to improve the understanding Antarctica climate, and the International Training Center Operation Oceanography with an INCOIS UNESCO category 2, So the implementation agreement on technical cooperation development of research moved area for African, Asian, Australian and monsoon analysis prediction Rama and Ocean Mood Network in North Indian Ocean Omni. Omni is in North Indian Ocean and Rama is in the Africa, Asia and Australian monsoon analysis, and the Omni is for the Northern Indians Ocean, improving the weather and monsoon forecast. So India and Vietnam signed the memorandum of understanding for cooperation in marine science and the innovation technology. Developed the National Institute of Ocean Technology and its recombinant deep sea bacteria for skin care and cosmetic application, biosurfactant from marine bacteria for waste management. So seventh edition of India International Science Festival is there in Ministry of Earth Science, Ministry of Science and Technology, Vijnana Bharati along with Government of Goa. So it is National Center for Polar and Ocean Research nodal agency for organizing the theme celebrating creativity in the science. So this all about the science and technology. Now we will discuss international relation in the next session.